Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sooners will kick it away to start. Returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Oh, I'm out of space. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Tigers have that QB run game rolling like toilet paper headed for Toomer's Corner.
Yeah, and I just think of Cam Newton in that magical season and seeing the toilet paper come out a lot that year on their way to a national championship. But Auburn and that fan base, man, they have some great fans.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got him.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Singleton. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, and a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Burks. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Looking for room at the 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Alston. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Mateer. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. It's hot. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Here's a quick throw out to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in. It's hot. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
On the run, it's hot. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's up. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kick kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. First play in the period will be a second down. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Makes the grab. It's Frazier. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That's caught. It's Simmons. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
And that's the beauty of run and play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Alston. Wide open spaces. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw on third. Got his man quickly. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it here on third and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. The field goal is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Gets it to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it's still a positive game.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the single back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on in the second half.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
To the air, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's Burks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Punt is in the air. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Takes the handoff. It's Alston. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. to the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He caught it, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Now the play fake. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Never in doubt. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on!
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it on the right. Off to the races. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Alston. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Oh, better look out. Lots of running room. And And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finding an escape route. And the Sooners come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
The Sooners are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. The play action fake. He unleashes a long one. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's the pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. He's looking to throw, using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
Kick is in the air. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Gain of 24. First down for the offense.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
He's down at the 36. 2nd down.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Singleton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. With the catch, it's Singleton. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Singleton. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistic.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
That makes the score Auburn 24, Oklahoma.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. On target to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Power football with the run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Mateer. Got it in the middle. It's Ott. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll do it himself. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. He wants to throw it.
so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Wants to fire on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, probably you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They'll give it to the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
I think at this point in the game now, in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lost one deep down the right side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. And they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. caught behind the line. It's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes a connection. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Alston. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete and they'll have to give up the football. The give as they work on that clock. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it.
Brings up 2nd down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Ott. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.